Hello, and welcome to Issues and Society podcast. My name is Vanessa Abubakar. Today on Issues and Society podcast, we have something very interesting that we want to talk about because it is a very special edition. I'm not in the studio alone. I am in the studio with barrister Nasiru Saidu, who is the legal representative of Alhaji Kabiru Tanimu Turaki. Now, a little bit of background story. We've had a video of one Ms. Hadiza Musa Bafa, who alleged that the former Minister of Special Duties, Alhaji Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, had raped her on several occasions. She also alleged that she got pregnant for him 9 times, of which 8 times she aborted it. And lots of shocking revelations that particular video, which circulated on social media, alleged. Now, with me, like I said earlier, I am with the legal representative, Mr. Barrister Nasiru Saidu. Together, we'll be looking deeply into the issue. Now, we have heard her own version of the story. It's time for us to hear their own version of the story. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I don't want you to be tensed. I want you to, we're going to have like a conversation. So you're just going to exhale because it's going to be a very long one. Now we're seeing videos on social media. Now, firstly, when I saw the video, I am a lady. And, there's this thing that ladies have sympathy whenever it's a man and a woman. So it's like, oh, he raped me. I was pregnant at some point, and public outcry automatically goes for the lady. Now, I would like to know the relationship between the former minister, who is your boss, and Mrs. Hadiza Bafa. What would you like the dynamics of their relationship? How did they meet? How would you like to say, how did we get to this point?
Well, the relationship between him, Dr. Kabiru Tanimu Turaki and Mrs. Hadiza Musa Bafa is a relationship, is a guardianship relationship. And the relationship started with her mother. And when you look at it generally, lawyers are always often public people. Many people can come to them for their problem, and the relationship started more of a client and a lawyer relationship. And when the relationship started with her own mother, Hajia Wani, after some years, when she found herself in a distress, she put across a phone call to him. And looking at the relationship, the previous relationship he chipped in, she requested for help, and he accepted to assist because she lamented of her inability to sustain her continuous schooling at University of Maiduguri, and because of the security concern.
Yeah, the insurgency.
Yes.
At that
so
time.
It was as a result of that the mother now got admission for her. And when she got the admission for her at Base University, she requested for his support, and he supported. Like, not only her, when you dig into the history of who is Kabiru Tanimu Turaki. Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, besides being a lawyer, a successful one, he's a politician, he's a senior advocate of Nigeria, he's a philanthropist. Go and dig. You will know the kind of people he has supported. He has trained many lawyers to become senior advocate of Nigeria, including the former Attorney General of the Federation. So supporting and helping people is not only on Hadiza alone, but he has done it to many. So when you look, as I said, the relationship was because of her mother. And when she brought her to Abuja and got the admission, she contacted him to be her guardian. And he has been supportive, visiting her, checking her on school, until when she presented a result that turned out to be PEC.
Do you have evidence of the result? Do we have evidence of the fact that she was withdrawn from the university and the result that she tendered?
You see, there are so many documents that were banded on the social that she she presented on the social media and her own statement of result, as well as the result and the name she has been using at different places. And when you look at her, there is even ID card she did for her international passport, as well as in terms of her own result, there is a result that she presented to him, claiming that she graduated with first class upper from the university. And
First class upper.
First class upper.
There's nothing like first class upper.
So that was what prompted further controversy and investigation on the issues. Just hold on, I'll bring it.
Okay, no problem. We'll definitely sort it out. And if you have it here.
Okay, look at it.
Okay. Okay, you know what? We would have a look into the document because we'll still have to, televise it. So do not worry. If it's here, would.
Okay, I'm coming. I want to bring it out. I'm sure. Okay.
Okay. We'll definitely search for the documents.
Yes.
Our time is fast spent. There's one question that is actually shocking to me because, for somebody to come out to, allege, if you say that the relationship that she had with your boss is strictly that of guardian to a student or guardian to, I know her mother, I'm here as somebody who is like a father figure because that's who you say. At what point did you think it went so bad? Something must have happened. Somebody cannot just sit down one day and just wake up and say, this person raped me. Something happened. Because she's alleging a lot. It's a lot. And it's something that is capable of, smearing. I see it like a smear campaign. So a lot of people, because I want to believe that I'm speaking on behalf of millions of Nigerians who want to know these things, a lot of people would wonder, how did it get bad? Because now you are here, I am here. I can't just sit down and wake up one morning and say, so Mr. Seidu did this. Something must have happened. Do you think she's bitter for a reason?
Well, you see, all the times when you see people acting in a particular manner, there are factors and forces that are behind them. And in her own case, what prompted all this development was, number one, based on as a result of the discovery of some activities which she engaged herself in, which him, Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, as her guardian, was not aware
activities
of, like defrauding so many people, leading to her detention at so many police formation, including making him to incur a lot of financial loss as a result in order to guarantee her freedom. There are cases that were reported against her at a police station. So all these issues that happened early 2021, 2022, when he decided to return her back to the family, that was when all this issue of rape in 2024 that came to life. But before, when she came to Abuja, in 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 2020, 2021, all these, there were no allegation of rape.
Okay.
And when you look at it, what happened all those periods that she said she was raped, she did not come to the media. She did not grant a press conference. She did not seek for help.
Okay, but there's a question I would like to ask. Before somebody would, want to say somebody raped me, was there any form of, we are familiar with my gender and your gender. We know you know what I mean. Has there been any point your clients have been suggestive towards her? Because like the popular say, they say now from club with the enter dance. Before she would say that, is there anything, have they been sexually intimate at any point?
To the best of my knowledge, my relationship with my principal is the relationship of a lawyer.
So you mean to say that you can clarify that?
I am not privy to that and I'm not aware of that. And the document at my disposal did not reveal that.
Okay, the document, okay. We stand to be politically correct. Anyway, I understand that. That is actually not your answer. Because, if anyone is going to sit down and, want to understand the dynamics, the game she's playing right now, if we dig it back, for everyone who has come out to say, oh, he raped me, I raped her, we did this, we did not do that, there must have been a little bit of something suggestive in the sexual way that must have happened. But since you say you can't
But
clarify
look at
that,
it this way.
okay.
I have a relationship with your mother. What is your status to me? Are you a daughter or somebody that I will start to have advances toward?
You know, we are in the world. The world have different dynamics. Like,
No,
you know, life has zero protocols. So we can't say for sure that, because I mean we've seen relationship with fathers sleeping with their daughters. It's very possible.
It's not very
Despite-
strange.
No, yeah, no. It's strange, but it happens. It's not something that don't happen. It's strange, but it happens. How much was someone who didn't come out from your loins? That's what anyone is going to argue. But since you can give me that information, because I mean, you are just a legal representative, that is fine. Another question that I would like to clarify is, she alleged that she was pregnant 9 times, of which the fetus was given to, for the 8 times in a row, she committed an abortion. And she said she gave the fetus to his driver. Do we have access to the driver? How do we hear? Because I mean, she has said it. And the driver has to come out to say, okay, this did not happen, this happened. What would you like to say about that?
You see, when you look at the side of her story and the statement she made before the police station,
Yeah.
it will shock you to know that the driver she mentioned, one Alaji Shehu, was not the same driver she mentioned in her statement.
So we have irregularities.
It's not only irregularity. This is to tell you, because she reported this matter to the police and she was invited to come and give evidence, give us explanation,
What
who
happened?
and who played a role, who and who featured in the entire
And she couldn't bring anyone.
activities. Now, when she appeared at the police station, she wrote statement, and this is her statement. Look at what she wrote in her statement at the police station. She was very apt, but nobody in the, it was a voluntary statement she wrote at the police station, where clearly look at the statement here. This is her
She
statement.
was the petitioner.
The petition was written on her behalf, and that is why I always question when in 2014. In 2024, you went to the police station.
When was the first
You
time?
wrote a statement.
When was the first time the matter got to the police? Like the
It was
very
in
first time.
In August 2024.
Who took the case?
She took the matter to the police station according to the document at our disposal.
Alleging what?
Alleging, number one, threat to life.
Okay.
Number two, I'm not sure.
Abandonment of child.
Yes, number one, threat to life. Number two, abandonment of child.
And number
then
3, battery, physical battery.
Number 3 is physical assault. That is contained in her petition. The petition is here. You can look at it.
Okay, now so let's talk about the abandonment of child. The child in question now. I mean, there's a child, because she said the 9th time she decided she can't do this anymore. I have to keep my child for whatever reason. Do you think she kept the child probably to extort your client?
Well,
If at all there was a sexual, if at all they had a sexual relationship.
you see, let me go back to the issue of the driver before I talk about the child. You see, this is her statement she wrote on 14 August 2020.
It will be televised for the viewers.
And in the statement, look at where I underline. She mentioned one
Abdullahi, which is your
now, why
client's
is Abdullahi? Do you understand? Who is Abdullahi? And in her video, in the video that was aired and circulated, she now mentioned and put the picture of one Shehu.
Oh, no longer Abdullahi.
No
now
longer
Shehu.
Abdullahi. That is the line of her story. When you look at the stories, from yesterday, she will say she was raped 20 times. There was a video why she said she was raped 20 times. It was in circulation. You can Google and look at it. And there is one that she said 9 times, and she had multiple abortions. Now, in this one, when she mentioned Abdullahi, in the statement at the police station, she now mentioned, in her video, she mentioned entirely different person.
Okay, I want to ask
Now,
a question. Sorry to
coming
cut
back
you
to
short. Sorry to cut you short.
Yes.
I'm sorry to cut you short. Hold on. I just want to ask something very quickly. She mentioned Abdullahi and she mentioned Shehu. People might want to wonder or ask questions like, it's possible for drivers to be changed, to have your boss at any time had an Abdullahi or a Shehu as a driver.
You see, look at what we are saying on this. Whether Abdullahi or Shehu, if you are making a case against a person,
Yeah.
which case you are seeking for justice, you should present facts and evidence that will sustain your case. In her own case, she mentioned Abdullahi. And in the video, she now mentioned Shehu, and she was parading the pictures of Shehu as the one that has always received
the fetus.
The fetus, and took it to him for
rituals.
Now, what could have informed that decision? Is it because she doesn't know Abdullahi, or Abdullahi is nowhere to be found? Was there Abdullahi in the first place that received the fetus? Or it was her own?
Sorry, I would like to ask a question. What's the name of the driver that has been driving your principal?
You see, his name is Shehu.
His name is Shehu?
His name is Shehu.
From what year to what year has Shehu? How long has Shehu been with your principal?
Shehu has been with him for over 2 decades.
So if we were to get a testament from Shehu himself,
that will clarify those issues. And this is why we said if she has...
Is Shehu still working with your boss?
Shehu is still his driver. So if she has a case against Shehu, she should be able to say, this is the person that did A and B. You were about to a statement at the police station saying this person has collected fetus and he has given it to him. This is the statement. And today, you have changed it. You said Abdullahi. And now on the social media, you are spreading Shehu, you are putting pictures of Shehu. Because Abdullahi is normal? Or what? What do you want to achieve with putting a picture of
So
Shehu?
first, now we can clarify that Shehu has been his driver for 2 decades. Yes. And there have never been any Abdullahi. So now, the case is a court. You are a legal practitioner. I want to believe that in courts, the facts, evidence, like they say, the courtroom has zero emotions. Now, we've spoken about the 8 fetus that was given out. I have, if I'm to speak on it, I would want to wonder why you would give your fetus to somebody when you're not under duress, at gunpoint, but that will be questioned for Miss Hadiza herself if she ever finds herself here. Now, for the case of the last pregnancy, which is now a child, I read from the documents that you gave prior to this time, I saw that a DNA test was done, and I would like you to clarify issues surrounding the DNA. Is the child biologically his or otherwise?
You see, the issue of DNA is a matter that is before the court. And the court has even made pronouncement on the issue of the DNA in one of the matters that has been contested.
What did the court say?
While in the other matter, which has to do with taking of sampling of how it was taken, who took it, when it was taken, as well as all other issues that surrounded the authenticity of the DNA are all before the Federal High Court, and it will not be proper for me to make position on it. But for the other matter that the court has already pronounced on it, the court has delivered a judgment in favor of Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, saying that, look, you cannot use this, ascribe the paternity of this child to Kabiru Tanimu Turaki.
Why is that?
Because, number one, the applicability of the issue of DNA in order to determine the paternity of the child is not applicable under the law, under the Sharia law. It's not applicable. The court has pronounced that.
Like under the Sharia law?
It's not applicable.
Now,
if you allege, because it is upper area court that determine this issue. If you allege that you had sexual intercourse with a person, there are defined ways of establishing that. Have you called the required evidence to establish that? There is no such. And the court, these are the issues that were submitted before the court, and the court has pronounced on it. She has right to appeal.
Yeah, but she has a document that claims that the child is his. How did we derive? Like, how did we get to that? Like, was a sample taken, and how was a sample taken?
You see, a sample was taken, but the sample that was contained in the
what sample?
It was a saliva
sample.
But the sample that was taken, when you look at you gave sample on feet, and then another sample different from your own was used to arrive at a result, and that was what prompted the case before the Federal High Court, and is still subject of litigation.
Did your client do his own DNA test?